Hi folks, this is the latest purchase. It's a Molle or Molle bag, depending on where you're from, which I've bought to fit to the side racks that I've recently put onto the Svartpilen. So there's your Molle bag. You've got your usual attachment points on the outside, the option for velcro. If you've got anything at home that you can use that for, let me know. But yeah, I suppose a patch or two, and that'd be about it. But the loops will certainly come in handy. Put some carabiners on, carry stuff externally if you wanted to. On the back you've got some more carrying options or mounting options available if you've got other straps that you'd prefer to use. The ones that come on it, they're really robust. They're double thickness. Look like they've got a slither of rubber or something in the back there, so they're really stiff, and so they're not going to wear through quickly. And the press stud itself is quite substantial. It's not like it pops easily. You've got to put a bit of effort into it. But saying that, I will more than likely, just in case, put some zip ties on the back here through the cargo mount, just to be safe. So what have we got? Oh yeah, double zip there, which is nice and handy, opens up quite a big space. The zip itself seems pretty robust. It's only plastic. This bit's metal, and I suppose you could run a small padlock through these if you're going to be leaving the bike out while you're having a brew somewhere or having lunch when you stop. And yeah, most people would see a padlock on that and not even bother attempting to get into it. But for safety, again, or security I should say in this case, I may be tempted to put wire loops through here instead sometime in the future. But you know, like I say, I'm never far from my bike, so it's not really something I'm worried about, especially in this neck of the woods. On the inside, we've got a little drainage hole in the bottom there, just in case any water does get in. It is lined. I'm not sure if it's waterproof. It's probably shower proof. Got this extra pouch here, and more elasticated loops on the inside for storing gear. Seems pretty well made for the money. Miltech are a brand I've heard of, one of these sort of military supply companies. And the canvas itself seems really robust. It'll take a good knock. Certainly won't get much knocking in the back of my bike, but it'll do the trick. I think if I remember, these were $12.50. I'll put something up on the screen. There were various colours that you could buy, and I'll put the dimensions up as well, because that's I've forgotten what that is. But they fit perfectly with the Ducati side mounts. Really cheap, obviously not waterproof, but they are shower proof. I've literally left the bike out for 2 minutes to go and sort some stuff out, came back and it had rained, so everything inside's dry. So shower proof, yes. I'd say if you're going away for a day and you think you're going to get caught in heavy rain, it would be a good idea to put a bag or a liner of some sorts inside. I'll show you how they're mounted, and there's probably some more options to make them more secure. But yeah, we'll show you how they're mounted, and then we'll see what I can get into them. So for peace of mind, I've gone with little zip ties just to hold things nice and secure, more as a backup in case these buckles do give way. I can't see them actually doing that. They seem to be pretty robustly in position, but you never know. And you know, something that's going to cost pennies to replace, and I'll just carry a few spares with me. So here's what I've thrown into the bags, just to give you an idea of what I can carry. Kind of thing I'd normally put in if I'm just going away for a good day's run. So yeah, the old visor cleaner, chuck that there. Coffee. This time of year, some inner gloves, bunch of repair, little stickers if anybody wants any. I've got a few. Some zip ties and just a small multi-tool. On the other side, a power bank, GoPro, usually carry 2 of these, filming with one just now though. Just a few cables and mounts in case I have to throw that on anybody else's bike. Here we go, they're all mounted on the inside. Is that everything I've got in there for now? Yeah, so that gives you a rough idea. There'd be a couple of more cameras in there as well, probably, and put a snack or two in. There was still room to go in there, and because of the way that they're attached here over the top, they take a fair bit of the weight. There's no actual weight on those buckles at the bottom. The snaps won't release. But like I say, there's enough loops here on the back at every stage on the back of this carrier that I can actually put a zip tie through if I was really worried about that. But for the money, I'm super happy with what I've got here, and I think it kind of goes with the style of the bike, so double thumbs up for me. And just to finish things off, this is a little cargo bag that I bought online. I'm not sure, I can't remember where I bought it. I'll put something up on screen because I'll have a troll through my emails. And I've literally had this sitting on a shelf in the garage since I put this carrier onto the back of the Svartpilen, and I kind of thought, nah, well, I'll get around to fitting it at some point because I couldn't actually find any handy fastening points. But I've managed to now, so I'll stick it on and I'll show you what I've done. So there you go. That works perfectly. It was like it was meant to be. Might have to move it a little bit so you can see the brake light a little better, but yeah, the good thing is with these straps coming down and attaching to the Molle bags, they actually again keep weight up off of this. So yeah, I was a bit worried about a bag that I wasn't ever going to use. It was just sitting on that shelf, so job done. I would more than likely only ever use that with if I was going away in one of my sort of lightweight camping weekends. It would do for keeping a sleeping bag and my little tarp in, just to get the weight of those out of the wee backpack. But yeah, this is quite a Gucci little setup. Very happy with that. And you feel like you've not paid for something that's been sitting on a shelf for ages. So that's probably the best thing about it. That's a good waterproof bag, that one. So, but I think I've got that question in my head now about whether these Molle bags are waterproof or not. So I think what I'll do is I'll go and take off this top bag, put it away, and then I'll put some paper inside of these, give them a quick soak for 5 minutes with a hose and see if any water gets through, just so that we can be sure. I'd say shower proof.